That's just great.
Should we all go and catch h0SPY in this game?
Have you sorted the mark bug out, Geddon?
No, that one's on my list still. It's real high on my list actually, but it's
are we playing League now or what?
No, let's play a few more Pox games.
Geddon.
Yeah.
This isn't like something that needs doing, but I've seen a lot of people kind of ask for it. On the load-up screen, have you ever thought about implementing like where the map is actually on the Pox world map for story purposes and stuff?
Actually, Zuo's talked quite a bit about that. There used to be this thing on the website where it showed like certain stuff, and you'd have to like hunt it down and click on it.
Yeah, the fucking 50 things you had to unhide.
Yeah, it was really clunky. I'm not a huge fan of it. Zuo is playing with some ideas right now. One of the things that she's thinking about is actually involving something with campaigns and seeing the map. Just kind of like little things popping up, but I've never thought about doing it in the loading screen. But that's not a terrible idea.
Yeah.
You know, like there's something very cool over here. Yeah.
Well, we know who can do the voiceovers for it anyway.
Right.
You should do a big conquest campaign.
Oh, one day.
I thought it was awesome when the Malgarian expansion came out.
Yeah, that was so cool.
And it was
the story to it as well, well good.
Yeah, Malgaria is coming, and it was like the other island.
Yeah, the new island, and it had all the fucking split faction champs. It would just do well good that.
Yeah, you don't like that. That's fun. We never got any feedback if anyone liked that or not.
Oh, that was amazing.
No, I guess they want to see it.
That's another question actually that I think has long been waiting an answer. What is your opinion on the possibility of eventually introducing an extra faction or two?
It would have. So here's the problem with introducing a new faction. When we introduced the 7th faction, which was Savage Tundra or Shattered Peaks, or Savage Tundra, and the 8th faction, we did them very early on.
Yeah.
And those expansions were basically the size of the previous expansion, just for one faction.
Yeah.
And we did that twice. So for us to do it now, it would be something like maybe 270 runes in one swoop. That's
no, I think people would understand. Like, it would be smaller, but if you just try to, like, maybe every expansion you did a few extra runes for the new faction. So say each faction got 2 champs, but the newer one got like 4. It would slowly kind of even out.
Well, the way I see it, you could still... The way I see it, the new expansion could literally be the new faction.
It depends how you want to look at the new faction, because if you wanted to make it like the other factions, you need to add in a Harbinger, a Doom, an Angel, you need to do all that, wouldn't you? If you're doing it a brand new one, then you wouldn't need to have 270 rooms straight away.
Yeah, like I say, it could be the size of a normal expansion, just not releasing new runes for the other factions, just bringing in a new expansion.
A futuristic faction would be well cool, wouldn't it? I'm just saying.
No. Just so my first reaction is that seems like a whole ton of work getting one faction in. If we were to do one additional faction, and we were to do an expansion of a normal size and just focus on that expansion, it would be almost a year before we could start adding to other factions again.
Wow.
So
why?
Because we had to add so many to that one faction.
Well, it wouldn't have to be bought immediately up, though, would it? To that same. Maybe when you released future expansions, you could release. I guess you have a set number of champs you build per faction at the moment. Is that right?
Well, yeah. I mean, so you need a rune pool of a certain size to get those runes, right? So right now we have. Well,
Sorry.
right now we have right now we have so many runes. So when you buy a pack, you can get an even distribution of the stuff from the different expansions.
Right.
When Pox first released with 150 some odd runes, there were no factions. There weren't enough. We couldn't limit a deck to a faction because there weren't enough runes.
Yeah.
To make anything interesting. So in order to make it interesting, we would need at least 60 or 70. At least.
Well, the thing is, if you were, like you said, if you were going to bring 270 runes out for a brand new faction, I wouldn't want to do that. I'd want to like about 60-70% of them runes would just get thrown to the side straight away.
Like you say, 60 would be more than enough to make a deck with it.
You want to experience all the runes, not just fucking pick out.
But I see what you're saying about the ratios when buying packs. Would it not be possible to perhaps set it so it was on like a quarter of the ratio of other factions?
we would have to do something like that.
I mean, obviously it would still require a lot of work, but I think it really would be a good thing.
It'd be fun, that's for sure.
It'd be a big change up. It'd be a really big change up.
When we first started Pox, it was 6, and we discussed, hey, one day we'll have 8, and then we just did them right away.
I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I don't think it's going to happen straight away, but
right. I'm not super keen on it, but I'll keep the idea around.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a lot of things that need to happen before that. But, it's 6 months to a year down the line. If things are going well, I think it's something that should be considered,
Yeah, no, it's not out of the question. I mean, if we start getting a whole truckload of players in after the stuff that we do, sky's the limit.
Yeah, this is a question as well from yesterday. Someone called Thidran was asking, is there a possibility that Pox could be relaunched onto Steam once things are ironed out a bit?
That's actually the current plan. So we've talked with Valve. That stuff looks good. We just need to kind of get our house in order before we do some of that work. Actually, Cordyceps would probably be the one who does a lot of that. But that's when we do go up on Steam, part of it was when we went up on there before, we had you still had to log in through the SOE user account. You couldn't just log in to Steam when you play Pox. It took forever to launch for some reason. You'd still have to go to the website to top up and buy things.
Yeah.
So it was not, you couldn't do it all in one spot. We don't really have that problem anymore. Now you can buy stuff in the game and et cetera, et cetera. So there's not like, having to go to PoxNora.com is not as required. So I think that's going to make it friendlier to Steam. But that's the idea. We want to.
I think that's really good to hear, and hopefully a lot of people will be happy about that, because that could potentially bring in the windfall of players that we need.
Hey, I'll take it.
Whose cat's that?
What?
You're a cat.
There's a cat that wanders around my house.
Have you got a zoo? Is there a zoo in your house?
I have a girlfriend who has an old cat.
I thought you said a girlfriend then.
Right. So, the cat is like 19 years old and pretty much doesn't have it. So, it's got that friggin' anklet.
I remember when my cat died, it was 21.
Wow.
Oh, my mum's cat. It just, it was drinking from a bowl and it had a spaz attack and drowned in the bowl.
Cool. Well, on that note, I have to actually...
Way to kill the conversation.
That's not why. That was very funny, actually. I don't like cats. But there's that. So.
Are you secretly trying to kill your girlfriend's cat?
It won't die!
Flame strike it.
Yeah. Thing's fast. It only lets it come out at 2 a.m. And apparently went up on Skype. That's it. So.
It won't die.
It won't die. immortal. Alright, y'all. I'm out.
Anyway, good to hear from you, man. Anyway, thanks.
Alright, later on.
By the way, holy shit, h0SPY, you just mimicked a Corona. That Vindrax is officially unkillable. Oblivion Shield, Battle Leader, and Thirst for Battle on a Vindrax. Wow.
Just realised I'm like...
Does Mimic stack? Can you use it again?
Yep.
Yeah, that Mimic's been nerfed so many times.
Yeah, it has. The problem with Mimic is not Mimic itself, it's the champs with ridiculous amounts of abilities. That's the problem with it.
Do you remember when you could use to mimic your own champion?
Really?
Yeah, you could mimic your own champ onto your other champion. It was like, what the fuck?
I guess after h0SPY has finished this game, we might play a game of LoL.
Yeah, I'll probably got to bed then as well.
Yeah, we might as well now Greg's gone. You gonna stream it?
Yeah, we'll stream the LoL game, and anyone that wants to play with us on EU West can hit us up as well. We'll see if we've got room for others to come in.
Yeah. Yeah, if we can get like 10 people or so together, we'll do a custom, a big Pox custom, you know? Sounds like a plan to me.
Well, hopefully we've given everybody some insight into the plans of PoxNora by speaking to Gedden there. The good thing about Gedden is he's so forthcoming.
He's laid back, innit?
He's laid back. He doesn't like...
He's an awesome guy.
Yeah, he's not one of these guys that sits back and tells you nothing. He'll actually tell you what's going on, you know? That's
the stuff that you give him, he'll actually take in and do something with.
It's awesome to hear that they'll consider the map changes as well, because that's been one of my biggest problems with Pox for a while.
Oh, fuck you.
Well, h0SPY's getting raped here. Even the Vindrax is not looking too healthy. Although when it's double engaged, it's going to get pretty beefy.
I'm starving.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I've had a few fucking rums go through my system now, and I'm starting to feel a bit hungry again as well.
Oh, some cheesy chips right now.
Oh.
Some garlic bread.
Tell you what, I already had a kebab, so...
Oh man, them kebabs down south are fucking horrible.
Yeah.
No.
From some places they're all right. From others,
normals, they're not. They're not
Oh,
kebabs.
fucking hell!
It's not a northern kebab. It's just different fucking type of food.
You eat the Indian kebabs. They're Turkish kebabs. You know, there is a big difference between them. I like Indian kebabs
the Turkish one. The Turkish ones are actual meat, not like rat meat, like the Indian ones. Did the Wild Chieftain lose that ability then?
Yeah, it got Warcry instead.
Oh. That ability was ridiculous, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So...
Holy crap, that Vindrax is not gonna die.
Whoa! Oh!
Oh!
Playing some heavy champs, innit? What's he playing here? Fucking Angel, a Gladiator, and a fucking Revenge.
Fuck me, they're all tanks, aren't they?
Oh, fuck off, you stupid prick.
Oh man, you're gonna like
Go for
this.
a try. Can you kill a Shrine?
Wow, well,
Can you kill the Shrine, Alex?
No, I don't think so.
I've only just realised as well I've got some really annoying stuttering lag on Pox again. There's probably no point restarting the client now though, because this game's nearly over. Hopefully people are interested in the LoL game.
Yeah, people just said they are.
They are.
5 damage.
Oh my god.
Well, that's
fuck.
one way to kill a Vindrax with 15 abilities. And there's the rage quit.
King.
Yeah, so